they say Nigeria is a mystic. Is it a mystic that we are together?
Well, I don't subscribe to that. As far as I'm concerned, as the last speaker said, I believe that God divinely created and placed this entity called Nigeria for a special purpose. And every day of my life, what I want to see myself doing, and I hope my children will continue and my grandchildren will do it, is to be part of this making Nigeria what God wants her to be. And so when I speak about Nigeria, every time I don't want to look at another person, I want to see myself, because if I am not doing anything to make Nigeria great, I will probably join that young man in writing what you said, though you did not tell us exactly what he said. I also read many pages of social media where young people will come out and speak words about Nigeria and against Nigeria as if Nigeria does not or should not exist at all. Why? Probably they are coming from pains, they are coming from lack, they are coming from the challenge they see, they are looking at the reality. Sometimes they wake up to see someone who probably were in school together, better off than that person, but overnight, because of poor governance or because of nepotism, such a person just becomes something else and do not care whether they progress or not and look down on them. Sometimes the hatred on that could make you think that the whole Nigerian system is bad. But be honest with yourself, the larger Nigerians are good people. The fact about it is that those who occupy the social media space that we read some of those negative things are not many as the other larger Nigerians. That's why every day I'm conscious that in this country there are people whose voices have not been heard. And until them to be part of what we are doing, we will still be going into the same cycle of what is happening. So there are larger Nigerians who are so proud of this country, who wish they would have opportunity to transform this country. They've never gotten that opportunity, probably due to lack of opportunity is not there, or the situation have not warranted. I wish we could come up with programs that will amplify such voices, such faces, such individuals, such groups. Nigeria may have done us wrong, or certain people in leadership in Nigeria may have done something wrong, but do not take away the real picture and the real purpose of Nigeria. Because in Nigeria, with multiple people, over 230 million as it was a month ago, you should know that the percentage that we listen to, the percentage we see, the percentage we hear, truly speaking, are not up to 30%. So what do you do with the other larger 180 million people or 190 million people? How can we get their voices? How can we get them to value their a change? Then this young generation we are talking about can begin to know that, oh, wait a minute, though I've always thought of bad things about Nigeria, but something good is here, something good is happening here. There are still good people like me, or there are still good people I can trust. Because every day you wake up, what you see, what you hear is those groups that you think have cheated Nigeria, those groups you think are not playing, are not helping Nigeria. No, there are good Nigerians. I was listening to King Charles yesterday, and all he could do was to praise just people who are caregivers. There are caregivers in Nigeria. The passion they go into that job, the passion they go into that activity for Nigerians, for fellow citizens, irrespective of identity or tribe or religion. Honestly speaking, you will just be proud that you belong, that they could give out everything. My brother had an accident on this day about 13 years ago and was brought to a hospital. The woman who attended to him is a Muslim. She just had the name. She did everything all through the night. Though he passed on that day, but what she did, I have not forgotten that. So when you tell me that Nigerians are bad, I will remember someone good as her, and I wish that people like her will grow up to be the kind of leaders Nigeria should get. So let me celebrate her and keep talking about that one who will come probably in 2, 3 years or 4 years or 8 years, may have disappeared, another person will come. So I am thinking that these young people just need to see and hear and know that there are other powerful Nigerians, kind-hearted Nigerians, loving and caring Nigerians, patriotic Nigerians, who are willing to do what is right. In my office, I always remind my staff that, look, if we are expected to pay tax, I don't want you to wait until we pay tax. I'm in the national TV, I don't need to say that, but let me just use that as an example. There was a time that if revenue office have to ask my accountant, why are you tax such early? And he said, my boss will not want us to wait because he wants to see these things done. I'm not doing it to get anybody praises. I'm just thinking from my mind. If everybody in Nigeria will do it right, then Nigeria will be great. So let me start doing it right. Probably the second, the fourth, the fifth, the 10th, the million, the 3 million, the 10 million, then we can all get it right. But if every day I'm just waiting, oh, Abdullah didn't do it right, oh, John didn't do it right, oh, Chogu is not saying it right, then we're not going to have progress. So the young Nigerians with time will come to know. Let's amplify those voices they have not heard, and it will change their mind.